the Great Smoky Mountains, a name that evokes images of majestic peaks shrouded in mist. This vast wilderness, straddling Tennessee and North Carolina, is a place of breathtaking beauty. It is also a place of deep mystery. Beneath the park's stunning vistas lies an undercurrent of the unexplained. It whispers through the ancient forests. It hangs heavy in the mist-shrouded valleys. The park's dense forests, rugged terrain, and unpredictable weather create an atmosphere of eerie isolation. Stories abound of strange occurrences within its boundaries. Hikers speak of unexplained noises, unexplained shadows, unexplained feelings of being watched. People have vanished within its boundaries, leaving behind little more than unanswered questions. Their disappearances defy logical explanation, fueling speculation and fear. The dense undergrowth and treacherous ravines of the Smokies have swallowed people whole. These are not tales of reckless adventurers venturing off marked trails. These are stories of ordinary people who vanished without a trace. Their disappearances, often sudden and without explanation, leave behind an unsettling feeling. It is as if the mountains themselves had reached out and taken them. Among the many stories of missing persons in the Smokies, a few stand out. They are particularly chilling, particularly baffling. One such case is that of Dennis Martin, a young boy who disappeared while playing a harmless game of hide-and-seek. Then there is the case of Trenny Gibson, a seasoned hiker who vanished on a well-marked trail. June 14, 1969. A day etched in the annals of the park's dark history. The Martin family, on vacation from their home in Knoxville, Tennessee, had come to enjoy the park's beauty. 6-year-old Dennis Martin, full of youthful energy, was playing with his brother and 2 friends near the Spence Field area of the park. The boys were engaged in a game of hide-and-seek, their laughter echoing through the trees. Then, in a heartbeat, Dennis was gone. The adults, realizing Dennis was missing, immediately began searching. They called out his name, their voices laced with panic, but there was no response. The search for Dennis Martin had begun, a search that would captivate the nation. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The search for Dennis Martin continued, but the young boy was never found. The case, marked by its strange circumstances and lack of any plausible explanation, captured the attention of the nation. Theories abounded, each more unsettling than the last. Some speculated that Dennis had been abducted, perhaps by a passing motorist on the nearby highway, or more chillingly, by someone lurking in the vast wilderness, waiting for an opportunity to snatch a victim. Adding to the mystery were the reported sightings of a wild-looking man in the area around the time of Dennis's disappearance. Section 5. Trenny Gibson, A Hike into Oblivion. Years later, the mystery of Dennis Martin's disappearance remained unsolved. The Great Smoky Mountains had claimed another victim. The park, seemingly unable to relinquish its grip on those who dared to venture too far, had swallowed another soul into its impenetrable depths. This time, the victim was Trenny Gibson, a 53-year-old experienced hiker. October 6, 2009. Trenny Gibson embarked on what should have been a routine hike on the popular Deep Creek Trail. A seasoned hiker, Trenny was familiar with the area and was well equipped for the day's adventure. She had informed her family of her plans and was expected to return later that evening. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the mountains, Trenny's family grew concerned. She was now hours overdue, and there was still no sign of her. They contacted the park rangers, and a search and rescue operation was swiftly launched. Section 6. The Eerie Silence, Searching for Trenny. The search for Trenny Gibson was extensive. It involved dozens of park rangers, volunteers, and trained search dogs. They scoured the area, their calls of her name swallowed by the dense undergrowth. The silence was deafening, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant calls of birds. Days turned into weeks. The search continued, but hope began to dwindle. Trenny Gibson, an experienced hiker who knew the area well, had vanished without a trace. The trail she had been hiking was well maintained and clearly marked. The mystery of Trenny Gibson's disappearance deepened when her hiking poles were discovered a considerable distance from where she was last seen. They were found leaning against a tree, as if carefully placed there. Section 7. Derek Luking, a puzzle in the panorama. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park, a place of stunning beauty, continued to hold tight to its grim reputation. The disappearances of Dennis Martin and Trenny Gibson were not isolated incidents. In 2013, the park was once again thrust into the spotlight when 24-year-old Derek Luking vanished without a trace. Luking, an avid hiker and experienced outdoorsman, had traveled to the park from his home in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, seeking solace and adventure in the embrace of the ancient mountains. On April 17th, Luking's car was discovered abandoned in a parking lot near the Newfound Gap parking area. His belongings, including his wallet, phone, and hiking gear, were all still inside the vehicle. The only thing missing was Derek himself. Section 8. Unanswered Questions. The mystery of Derek's disappearance. The discovery of Luking's abandoned car sparked a massive search effort. Park rangers, aided by volunteers and canine units, scoured the area for any sign of the missing hiker. They rappelled down steep ravines, navigated treacherous terrain, and combed through dense undergrowth. But their efforts proved futile. Derek Luking had vanished, swallowed whole by the vast wilderness. As days turned into weeks and the search continued to yield no answers, the mystery surrounding Luking's disappearance only deepened. The lack of any credible leads or clues left investigators baffled. Adding to the enigma, there were no confirmed sightings of Luking after he parked his car. It was as if he had simply ceased to exist. Section 9. The Unexplained. The Enigma of the Missing. The disappearances of Dennis Martin, Trenny Gibson, Derek Luking, and others in the Great Smoky Mountains share chilling similarities. They often occur in broad daylight, with no trace of the missing person ever found. The victims are often experienced hikers, familiar with the area. There is an eerie lack of physical evidence, as if the mountains erase any trace. These disappearances defy easy explanation. They challenge our understanding of the natural world. Are these simply cases of people getting lost in the wilderness? Or is there something more sinister at play? Some speculate human predators, preying on victims in the isolated wilderness. Others point to animal attacks with bears or wildcats carrying off their victims. Section 10. The mountains hold their secrets, a place of wonder and fear. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park, with its breathtaking beauty, rich history, and undeniable allure, continues to captivate and intrigue us. But beneath its majestic exterior lies a dark undercurrent, a sense of mystery and foreboding that lingers long after the sun has set and the mists have descended. It is a place of stark contrasts, where wonder and fear walk hand in hand, and where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs in the shifting shadows. The unsolved disappearances that have plagued the park for decades serve as a stark reminder of the power of the wilderness and the fragility of human life. They are a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, a siren song that draws us in, even as it whispers of danger and despair. The mountains hold their secrets close, their silence both alluring and unsettling. Will these mysteries ever unravel? The unanswered questions surrounding the disappearances in the Great Smoky Mountains linger like the morning mist. Will we ever know what happened to Dennis Martin, Trenny Gibson, Derek Luking, and the countless others who have vanished within the park's boundaries? Will the mountains ever reveal the truth behind their fates? Perhaps one day a clue will emerge, a piece of evidence overlooked, or a witness will come forward with new information. Or perhaps the mountains will forever hold their secrets close. Until then, we are left to ponder the unknown and to wonder what lurks in the shadows of this majestic yet unforgiving wilderness. The Great Smoky Mountains, a place of breathtaking beauty and haunting mystery, continue to beckon,